Guys, isang araw na lang. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. For today's video guys, meron lang tayong i-share. And especially sa mga may hilig dyan sa League of Legends. Alam naman natin guys, or nabalitaan na natin kasi isa ito sa mga pinag-uusapan ngayon guys, especially sa mga mahihilig sa mga MOBA games. So bago natin guys simulan itong aking pag-vlog, gusto ko lang ipakita sa inyo guys itong si Michael Chow. Ito yung panoorin muna natin to guys, itong sinabi ni Michael Chow, and para at least maniwala kayo na talagang ilalabas itong League of Legends Wildrift.
Hey everyone, Michael Chow here. I hope you're all doing well, taking care of yourselves and taking care of someone else, even if you're apart. I have been eagerly awaiting this chance to talk to you guys about Wildrift. I'm thrilled to announce we're beginning to roll out our first round of large-scale testing starting next week. Our very first test is a 2-week alpha in Brazil and the Philippines, just on mobile, starting with the folks who pre-registered during League's 10-year anniversary. This is just a first step, but it's a very important one, and we're eager to expand from there because we need your feedback on some really important things. First, and most importantly, we need you to tell us if we've hit our mark for delivering a true League of Legends experience with dual-stick controls. I personally think it's pretty magical, but it doesn't really matter what we think until you get your hands on it and vote with your playtime. Second, we want to know more about how our round game systems are meeting your needs. This is everything outside the match on the Rift itself, from collecting champs and skins to our other metagame systems. And because an important promise of Wild Rift is that you can play it with more of the people you care about, we want to know if our onboarding is going to help your friends find the magic and the fun in League of Legends, so you can play together. Last, we're testing our infrastructure and service capabilities. The game's got to run smooth on your device, lag-free on the network, and free of cheats and cheaters. So check your email if you pre-register. We're excited to get you into the game. And to prepare for that, we're going to give you a peek at what we're up to with updates from across the team.
So yun guys, napanood nyo naman yung sinabi ni Michael Chow. So good news yan sa lahat ng mga players ng League of Legends. So yun guys, bukas na siya. So today is June 5. So isang araw na lang guys ang hinihintay natin. Malalaro na natin tong League of Legends Wild Rift. Pero guys, bago natin simulan itong ating pag-uusapan, kasi talagang sobrang hype na hype to guys sa lahat ng mga mahihilig yan sa MOBA games. Especially kahit yung mga ML player dyan, talagang inaabangan to. Pero syempre, may pagkakaiba. Malaking pagkakaiba ng ML kaysa sa LoL, syempre, especially sa mga heroes or advantage lang guys ng mga LoL player, kasi syempre of course alam na namin yung mga skills ng bawat heroes, and yun lang naman yung advantage namin compared dun sa mga ML player kung hindi nakapaglaro ng LoL yung mga ML player pero halos karamihan din kasi guys na naglalaro sa ML is player din ng League of Legends. So yun guys, bago natin pag-usapan ito, gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo guys, and para sa mga disclaimer dyan, hindi po ako professional player ng League of Legends, and hindi po ako magaling, or hindi po ako sobrang magaling sa League of Legends. Marunong lang po tayo maglaro, and alam mo yun, yung talagang ito kasi guys yung first time ko nilaro pagdating ng MOBA game o pagdating sa MOBA games, no? Nung time kasi guys nung lumabas to, I think 2009 or 2008, parang ganon. Nalaro ko na siya, hindi pa siya hawak ng Garena, no? So parang international pa siya. So yun yung unang-una kong paglalaro. At yung time na yun kasi kasabayan niya yung, of course, yung sikat na sikat yung Dota 1. Nung time na yun, Dota 1 pa lang. So nung time kasi naglaro ako ng Dota 1, medyo nahihirapan ako kasi hindi katulad nitong LoL, merong mga recipe na nandun na yung requirements. Hindi katulad ng Dota kasi alam ng mga Dota player yan na talagang hahanapin mo lahat yung recipe niya sa ibang part ng mapa, no? So unlike itong LoL, sobrang dali niya lang kasi intindihin, no? So yun guys, Yun nga guys disclaimer lang, hindi po ako professional player ng LOL. Gusto ko lang guys i-share sa inyo at least mga hindi pa nakakaalam. So guys, bukas na po i-release yung League of Legends Wildrift dito sa smartphone natin. Okay? So shout out kay Red Sweet Potato na logo niya to idol natin yun. Okay? So anyway, balik tayo sa pag-uusapan natin guys. So yun, napanood niyo naman yung sinabi ni Michael Chow. So tomorrow na yung release or June 6. And i-release lang ito guys sa atin sa Pilipinas at saka sa Brazil. So dalawang bansa pa lang guys yung pwedeng or pwedeng mag-release ng LOL. Like I said, Brazil tsaka Philippines lang. So etong League of Legends Wildrift na to guys, I think hanggang katapusan lang din siya ng June. So talagang ang mangyayari kasi dito guys, parang meron lang silang pwedeng papasukin sa server nila. Ito yung tinatawag nilang alpha tester. So ano po ba yung alpha tester? Kasi yung alpha tester guys, ito yung mga nakapag-register doon sa Play Store. Kasi guys, ni-review ko na rin to nung last year, October 19. So nung time na ni-release nila sa social media itong League of Legends Wildrift na to, nasabi nila talagang ilalabas daw talaga nila yung League of Legends Wildrift. So nung time na yun guys, ni-review ko na rin siya or linag ko na rin siya. Then sabi nga, usap-usapan end of that year. So yung time na yun, December, so hindi rin siya lumabas. Then sumunod na usap-usapan, first quarter ng 2020, so hindi pa siya lumabas. Pero ngayon guys, June, so pumasok na siya sa second quarter ng ating 2020. So talagang i-release na nila guys. Yun nga lang guys, this is alpha tester lang muna yung pwede maglaro. So limited lang yung pwede makapaglaro na tong League of Legends Wildrift na to. And alam ko guys, nakita ko na rin sa social media or sa Facebook, meron na rin mga sikat na streamer na nabigyan na ata ng code or yung siguro, I think code siya guys para makapasok ka dun sa pinaka game ng League of Legends sa mobile natin. And yun, sabi nila sa mga nag-register nung last year ng October or hanggang ngayon naman pwede mag-register. So mag-email sila tomorrow. So hindi ko alam kung tomorrow o dapat ngayon, dapat mag-email na sila, hindi ko sure. Or kung wala man tayo siguro matanggap na email galing sa League of Legends Wildrift, so ibig sabihin hindi tayo pwede makapaglaro. So yun guys, limited lang talaga yung pwede makapaglaro ng League of Legends Wildrift natin. And sana mabigyan tayo ng pagkakataon makapaglaro nun, kasi bala ko siya guys i-live stream sa akin. Ito, like siyempre nagbo-vlog tayo, so gusto ko rin siyang gusto ko rin maging streamer someday. Ito nga, itong League of Legends, kasi kahit pa paano meron tayong background pagdating sa League of Legends. Unlike sa ML, talagang nangapa tayo kasi talagang pinag-aralan natin lahat ng heroes. Ito kasi guys, kahit pa paano may idea na tayo kung ano yung mga skills ng bawat heroes, kaya madali na para sa atin. So konting adjustment na lang. Okay, so pag-usapan natin ngayon guys yung gameplay niya. Ito guys, sobrang syempre pinaikli nila, within 15 to 20 minutes lang yung game time niya o yung gameplay niya. Hindi katulad ng mga PC version, minsan umaabot tayo ng 1 hour pag talagang sobrang maganda yung laban. Tapos pagdating naman sa mga heroes guys, meron silang mga binago na skills pagdating sa mga heroes. And dun sa based dun sa napanood ko guys, si Annie, si Miss Fortune, si Shyvana, sila yung mga binago. I think si Ash din, or si Ash, binago din yung skills niya. So ngayon guys, papakita ko rin sa inyo yung mga binago sa mga heroes and yung mga skills nila. Okay, ito yon.
Hi everyone, I'm David Xu, the product manager for Champions on Wild Rift. We talked about Champions a while ago, and our philosophy remains simple. We want to retain the feel of your favorite champions so they are authentic to what you know from League, and we only look for changes where it makes sense, like to accommodate Wild Rift's faster game pacing, our slightly smaller map, or to adjust for the dual stick controls. Now you're probably wondering who has made it into the alpha roster. So we put together a little something to show you who made the cut this time around. Wild Rift features a dual stick control scheme that we hope feels natural to mobile and console veterans. we have spent a lot of time building on that foundation with a focus on responsiveness and precision. We have invested a ton into targeting, aiming, and some new tech we're not quite ready to show yet. Now with that in mind, let's take a closer look at a few of Wildrift's champions. For Nasus players, we felt it was critical to maintain his infinite scaling raid boss fantasy in Wildrift. And to do that, we adjusted the speed at which he gains stacks of Siphoning Strike to make sure that he can still ascend in the late game. For Twisted Fate, we mentioned a couple months ago that we were polishing up his stack deck to be more than a passive ability. The new version grants our favorite gambler a burst of attack speed, opening up new potential build paths. Most of Miss Fortune's kit already works great on Wildrift, but we took the opportunity to change Double Up into a skill shot to accommodate our dual stick controls. And now this also gives Miss Fortune players more gameplay opportunities. While some champions, it made sense to make some small adjustments. For Janna, she was a perfect example of a champion that has near identical gameplay from PC. For Shyvana, we wanted to push the envelope a little further and really bring out her Dragon Hunter thematic while not adjusting her core gameplay pattern too much. Now, when Shyvana takes a Drake, she gets unique bonuses in Dragon form. For example, killing an Inferno Drake adds some true damage against Scorch enemies. And a Mountain Drake will grant Shyvana a slow on her Twin Bite. So, as you can see, we are keeping the experience pretty close to PC, with a few changes that hopefully better fit our new platforms. We think it will be awesome if you can pick up some of your favorite champions in Wildrift and immediately start showing off your skills against other players. And now, let's hear more from Jonathan to talk about Wildrift's core gameplay.
Hey everyone, I'm Jonathan Chow and I lead the gameplay and balance team on Wildrift. We've got a lot to share with you today, so let's get started. Wildrift's gameplay will look pretty familiar to League players, so we thought we'd start at the same place every League game does. Let's head into Champ Select. Just like on PC, you can select from a range of summoner spells that give you powerful but limited tools to turn the tide of battle. Smite will be a little different, but we'll get into that later. With Wildrift's rune system, we're looking to bring the meaningful pre-game decision making of runes reforged on PC, but streamlined for shorter game sessions. There are 8 keystone runes to choose from, like Electrocute, Airy, and Conquer. You can then pick 3 minor runes to complement your choice. We added a few new minor runes unique to Wildrift, like Sweet Tooth, which grants you gold when you eat honey fruit, and Loyalty, which gives you and your lane partner defensive stats when you're close to each other, and this bonus stacks too. You might have figured out some of this already from our previous gameplay clips, but let's talk about some of the features of our map, which is called Wildrift.
There are 3 lanes in the rift. Pick one and push forward. Defeat the enemy turrets and Nexus to win.
Wild Rift still has all the phases of a league game that you would expect, but shortened to 15 to 20 minutes. From last hitting and trading in the laning phase, to setting up the perfect gank, to fighting over that crucial dragon, to clutch team fights. For junglers, you can now choose whether you want Challenging Smite or Chilling Smite after you finish off 4 major jungle camps. That way, you can get straight into ganking as soon as you're ready. You can expect to find many in-game items you'll know from PC, which can only be bought in the fountain. While the number and tuning of items may be different, their purpose is almost identical. For instance, Rabadon's Death Cap is still the go-to item for stacking up your ability power. And Trinity Force still deals tons of damage. We also need feedback on our new Tear of the Goddess item designed for tanks. It's called Fimbulwinter, and it'll grant you a shield when you crowd control someone. Wild Rift also features many familiar active items, but each player can only purchase one. These active effects are now bought as a third tier for boots, and you can mix and match any upgrade with any boot type. Support players might want to pick up the Redemption enchant, and tanks can grab the Stone Plate for extra resistances. Or maybe you'll want to try something that's totally different. We've added a quick buy pop-up for when you really need to get back to lane quickly too. We've built Wild Rift's gameplay with depth and strategy in mind. We want this to be a MOBA that's easy to pick up with friends, with a high ceiling for mastery, so we're hoping the core 5v5 experience lives up to your expectations. Speaking of 5v5, the Regional Alpha also has co-op versus AI available to practice your skills, a tutorial that covers controls and abilities, and we're looking to add new modes after launch. Alpha players can even test the rank system, which we've designed to retain the core competitive spirit of League, with a few adaptations for new platforms. We'll talk more about this
naman sa mga skins, siyempre, binago nila yung mga skins na tong heroes natin. Unlike dun sa PC version natin, alam naman natin yan, sa mga LoL player, alam natin kung ano yung mga default skins ng mga bawat heroes natin. So yun guys, ano pa ba? Yun, gameplay na pag-usapan natin, yan. Skill ng bawat heroes. So medyo may pagkakonting pagkakaiba lang siya. Pero alam mo yun, minimal lang naman talaga yung binago nila eh. Then yung sa graphics guys, talagang well, pag naman guys sa graphics talagang eto guys, tingnan niyo naman, di ba? Sobrang napakaganda. Halos parang mas maganda pa siya sa PC version. Pero syempre, depende rin yung guys sa smartphone na gagamitin natin, okay? Syempre, pag kailangan, pag maganda yung graphics natin, dapat mataas din yung specs ng cellphone natin. Katulad din sa PC, pag maganda yung video card mo, mas maganda rin yung graphics, 'di ba? Mas pulido. Kaya yun din yung kinagandahan dito. Talagang yan, makikita natin yan guys bukas. Sana guys, mabigyan tayo ng pagkakataon. Sana talagang nako guys, nako, sabi ko sa inyo, i-livestream ko talaga to guys. Magla-livestream talaga ako guys sa talagang magla-livestream ako guys pag ni-release talaga itong full version ng League of Legends na to, okay? Pero yun nga guys, sa ngayon talagang alpha tester lang siya. So I think based lang ito guys sa nabasa ko I think hanggang itong June lang siya. Okay? So I think hanggang June 26 or basta last week ng June, hanggang dun lang siya. Tapos parang kailangan din nila syempre ng feedback natin kung may nakikita tayong mali or may nakikita tayong pagdating sa mga skills na medyo OP ba tong isang ito compare dito, di ba? So yun yung gusto mangyari ng developer. Dapat kailangan natin makita yon, di ba? Para at least ma-adjust nila at ma-balance nila lahat ng heroes. Kasi hindi pwede yung sobrang lakas nito, sobrang hina naman na to. Kailangan balance lahat para yung game natin talagang maganda, diba? Talagang maganda yung kinalamasan. So yun yung isa sa mga guys. So yun guys, isa sa mga iniintay ko talaga to guys. Talagang excited na ako. So bukas talagang siguro 5:30 pa lang guys, hawak ko na tong cellphone na to, hihintayin ko na. Malay nyo, di ba? Mas maaga i-release yung installer niya. So, makapag-download agad tayo. So yun guys, hanggang dito na lang itong pag-vlog ko. So abangan natin siya bukas, June 6, 6pm guys ha. Take note, 6pm, June 6, i-release nila yung League of Legends Wildrift. Okay? So, bago ko tapusin tong video na to guys, medyo hindi ko na pahabain to. Kasi sobrang mabilisang vlog lang to. Kapag hindi ka pa guys nakasubscribe sa my channel ko, please subscribe to my channel and hit mo na rin guys yung bell para ma-notify ka pa ng bago pang video. Okay? So hanggang dito na lang guys tong pag-review ko, or review ba tawag dito? Hindi. Basta yun. Hintayin natin bukas, June 6, 6pm. Okay? So yun, hanggang dito na lang guys. Salamat sa panonood. Peace and God bless. Adios.
We hope you're excited. We really are. This is still only a taste of what we're up to, but the team is excited to hear your feedback and suggestions. And emotionally stable enough to handle you showering us with your balanced team memes. Thank you all for your support. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. We'll see you on the Wild Rift.